Hey everyone, this is Austin-Sensei, and welcome back to another review of Shield Hero. And I'm gonna say this right now, this episode was one of the best episodes I've seen in a while, and I may put it above the Shizu scene from Slime. And God, I've been waiting for this episode, because I knew I couldn't take it. I'm not gonna lie, I teared up. Because, it's such a beautiful episode, but nonetheless, let's get into this damn review because I want to talk about it. And by the way, guys, I've been throwing you bones that people don't read the manga to what was happening. So, anyways, yeah, let's get to that review now. So we see the kingdom is actually having a banquet after the first wave, quotation marks, even though it's the actual second wave. If you paid attention, the demi-humans had a wave, but they were forgotten about, which is leading into another thing that you'll see later on. But nonetheless, we of course see Nofumi and Raphtalia are kind of away from the rest of the crowds, as kind of the outcast, because the Shield Hero is never liked by the kingdom. And we see that the good old Knights that was doing nothing at the last time is bragging about how he took on a massive monster, and it was quite funny because Nofumi's like, what's going on? Why is he lying? And we see all the girls surrounding good old Spear Hero because he's the womanizer of everything, basically. But we see that he actually wants to go and talk to Raphtalia because of Malty. I'm not going to call her Main because that's her princess name. Her adventure name was Malty. You'll find that out later on. But nonetheless, we see Raphtalia bring good old Nofumi food to eat, and he kind of just doesn't want to really have food. Even though she's persistent as heck, that's what I love about her. But we learn about the teleportability finally in this episode when the wave hits, that whoever is in your kind of like squad or party will be teleported with you to the place. And you kind of see now how it works. Thank God they finally told us that. But she ends up, feeding Nofumi, and I was like, can you feed me too? Please? Nofumi, you lucky son of a gun. But we actually see that she's now fully grown to what she is in the manga. I don't know if anyone actually caught that. I'm pretty sure some people did that read the manga. And we see the Spear Hero gets mad over what everyone else was getting mad about with Nofumi and Raphtalia, her being Nofumi's slave and yada yada. He challenges him to a duel, yada yada, and obviously we see, if Spear Hero wins, Nofumi has to free Raphtalia. And I was like, oh boy, we all know where this is going. If Nofumi wins, he keeps Raphtalia. And I'm going to be honest, he got the short end of this deal. And honestly, I still, even though reading it, he should have gotten more out of it. But, it's to show that the Shield Hero is basically very unliked in that kingdom and in the anime, which they do a very good job, especially the author. She is really well good at doing this kind of stuff. But anyways, we see that Trash overheard the conversation. I'm going to call the king Trash. You'll see why soon. And he actually makes Nofumi duel. He has to, or he basically can't leave the castle. And we see Raphtalia tell Trash that she is with Nofumi on her own free will, which is true, and she really could have killed Nofumi a while ago and ran away, but she didn't. That's the thing that a lot of people don't get. Raphtalia is really strong. She is higher level than Nofumi, and she has the most time to attack Nofumi when he's not paying attention. And we see that the guards take away Raphtalia, and I was mad. I'm like, oh, let me tell you, I kill everyone there. If I could, I would. But we see Trash basically say that everyone has complained about Raphtalia being a slave. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's not fair. And all of a sudden, this whole thing that's legal in this country is bad. All of a sudden, because the Shield Hero has. You could see the bias against the Shield Hero. And Nofumi outright calls Spear Hero a scumbag. And I'm like, couldn't have said it better, buddy. You said it how it is. But we see that Nofumi still can't use any weapons. And the Spear Hero is kind of full of himself. That's just who he is. So start to accept that, guys. But we see Nofumi blocks everything that the Spear Hero throws at him until he uses his skill. And it's a multi-slash with his spear. And of course, he can't defend all that, because he is a higher level than him. I don't know if you saw the level difference. There's like 20 levels, and if you don't know, 40 is the max level until you kind of have to go to the Dragon Hourglass, I think, or the church, to kind of I call it prestige, but you keep your base level, but you can go more. Kind of like if you play Destiny, you have the light level. That's how I kind of saw it. But it's an MMORPG, which I thought that little aspect was cool. And basically, Nafumi, after getting hit, the Spear Hero tries to attack him again, and he punches the Spear Hero with his shield, attaches the orange monster ball on him to hurt the Spear Hero. Too many S's, to say the least. But Nafumi uses the two-headed dog, then a shield airstrike, then, well, air shield, and then prison shield, then threw the orange balls in to hurt the Spear Hero, and everyone's like, oh, it's cheating, even though he is actually, that's fair game. That is actual fair game. It is a one-on-one, anything goes. Now, Malty, I really want to use her real name, but I don't want YouTube to bend me over any more than it already has, but hits Nafumi with her magic and causes him basically to lose the entire thing, and Spear Hero won by cheating, not Nafumi, and then we start to see everyone starts to overlook what Malty did, and just see Malty kind of dig that knife deeper into Nafumi. She wants him to suffer, and we learn finally Malty is the princess. I mean, you non-manga readers, there you go. But Nafumi starts to realize this entire thing was a setup. They just want to cause the Shield Hero great discomfort. And as I said, you're going to start to see it fall into place. I'm not trying to spoil much, but you manga readers and light novel and web novel people should know what I'm talking about. But quite well executed scene, especially showing that Malty is kind of still that person, that horrible person. And I don't want to say the name because YouTube, please no. But we start to see that everything's starting to fall onto Nafumi, and he's starting to go into this deep state of hatred for the world, and he could care less if everyone dies. And it's sad because he's the only person that has saved the villagers while the other heroes were just busy trying to get that big kill. And it's just, you start to see the kingdom hates Nafumi just because he's the shield hero, nothing else. And the shield hero is always going to have it hard in that kingdom because it is the three church kingdom kind of place. Well, church, yeah, you know what I mean. But we see that Raphatilia gets her seal broken, and Nafumi thinks that Raphatilia is leaving him, but this is all his like dream state or hallucination, and he throws his shield in his hallucination, and obviously it comes back, and it's just to show signify the whole thing about Nafumi hating the shield because of what it caused him. He wants to get rid of it, and we finally see he unlocks the curse series of the cursed shield, and this is in the next episode. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the dragon, and you're going to start to see this shields start to show up, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be really nicely done. You can actually see it in the opening if you care to look at it. But we see that Raphatilia basically slaps Spear Hero, calls him a cheat, and starts to chew him out, saying, who said you could do this to me? Why did you do that? I never said I was not happy with it. And at this moment, I'm like, this is the author's way or director's way to show the people that are complaining about this stuff to basically shut the heck up. Because there's so many points in it. It's true. But we actually see the bow and sword heroes come to tell everyone about Malty's doing, and you're going to start to see they defend him more and more as it goes on. Because they're actually good people. I don't like the Spear Hero. I'm going to be honest. I never do, even though he's redeemed himself further in the manga. I don't like him. But now we see, I actually don't know if any of you caught it, the Pope of the three-hero church, and pay attention to him. He's going to show up back again in a couple episodes, but Nafumi thinks Raphatilia is a traitor now because she left him in his hallucination, and Raphatilia believes in Nafumi, but Nafumi is at that state that he can't believe anyone or trust anyone anymore, and Nafumi starts to believe he's a horrible person that everyone thinks he is, and it starts to eat him alive, and he is at this point that he can't break from it. He can't trust anymore because Raphatilia was the last straw, and it shows how much he cared about her. And there's a lot of deep feelings, and you're going to start to see it as the episodes progress. But Raphatilia tells Nafumi that that shield that he hates so much has saved her so many times and other people that it's not as bad as he thinks it is. And Raphatilia actually starts to comfort Nafumi, hoping that he'll come back to his senses, and Raphatilia tells basically Nofumi the words that she's been saying, but Nofumi is too blind to see it. Just until now, she believes in him, she is his sword, and she will follow him anywhere he goes. And he realizes that, you know, right then and there, that she's been saying this stuff, and these are the words he's been wanting to hear so long, but he's just been in his own mind. And this is a very realistic point of view of stuff that could, like rumors, what rumors could do to people. I like it. I really do. I get a personal experience with that, but Nofumi realizes basically this entire time he's kind of been in his own world, as I said. Then, of course, he finally realizes too that Raphtalia grew up. She's done something as a grown-up, and the song for that moment after was beautiful. And as I said before, the sword and bow heroes are actually defending Nofumi now, and basically told Spear Hero, "You lost." He did lose. He would get his butt whooped. It's the story of the immovable shield and the spear. And you know, if you ever researched anything back in the Colosseums, that's kind of how the fights would go. Quite interesting. Well, this shield person would have a sword, but you get what I'm saying. But Raphtalia tells Nofumi that she shared the pain that he has with her, and it's obvious that she loves him. She has romantic feelings. I don't know if you don't know this, you don't realize this now, you are as dense as a harem lead, to say the least. But Raphtalia actually, later on, we see towards the credits, made Nofumi a sandwich, and this is the scene I have been waiting for so long. He actually can finally taste food and enjoy it. This is the scene that I'm not gonna lie, I needed a lot of tissues after that one, because I'm like, God did it. Played with my feelings here. And I can't stress this enough right here. This is the question that everyone is always asking me on Twitter, on Facebook, in private messages, on YouTube, with Raphtalia. With demi-humans, they grow based on levels, as I kept hinting to people. And some people didn't get it, sadly, but the anime has clarified that, thankfully. I think that's what the author wanted to do with this, but that's why they're kind of seen as inhumane. And I was trying to piece it to you guys. Didn't want to outright tell you, because I didn't know if they were going to explain it in the next couple episodes, but here we go. We have it explained. So, yes, you can do what you want now. She isn't young. She is, like, probably 20-something, as the manga says. So, piecing all that together, yeah, it's okay now. You got the green light. But don't do the lolly version, please, for the love of God. Don't. But nonetheless, what did you think of this episode? Do you think this is one of the most beautiful episodes as I did, or did you not like it? I'm curious. Tell me in the comments down below. But anyways, guys, do share this video with everyone. I am going to do the preview for the next episode, as always, and I will put spoilers in that one. So, yeah, if you like that series, do check it out. And as I said, I'll see you guys later. This is Austin-Sensei, signing out. Peace.